On this episode, we're going to talk about what are the key ingredients to a good Christmas ad.
With so many different platforms,
Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube,
and their purposes evolving daily, navigating social media can be, well, complicated. Welcome to the Social Media Sucks podcast from Cubco.
Social media really sucks.
Where we unpack the latest trends and help remove the suck from social media.
Welcome to the Social Media Sucks podcast, you guys. So, you're tuning in for Dose of Marketing and get what's happening in the ever-changing media landscape. So, today with me, a constant, is Chris Carbanus, our CEO.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here.
And then our lead strategist, Andy.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? I'm back.
Yes.
Before the podcast started, Andy got all hyped up on the Rock Dwayne Johnson
Sugar Rush
challenge.
Yeah.
So now he's pumped. It's about power. Power.
Christmas coming up, guys.
That's about power.
Let's talk about Christmas ads.
That's about power.
Exactly.
Christmas ads.
About time. Another year has gone by. What do you guys think? Should brands even, is it mandatory for brands to make a Christmas ad? Like the bigger ones.
It depends on what kind of brand you are, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think overall, Christmas is a great opportunity for brands to tap into a moment that all of us have not all of us, but most people share. And I think Christmas is also just sort of like, just affects such a broad range of people now, especially with, most businesses closing down and things like that. I think it's just a moment that that brands can use to connect to their consumers and know what they're doing in their home with their families, putting all sorts of food in their faces.
In their bodies.
Into their bodies.
But it's not a temple during Christmas.
drinking some Christmas cocktails.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Okay.
So
Cocktails.
they know what they're doing, and they probably also know what sort of mental state they are in.
Yeah.
And it makes it much easier to create content and creatives that will resonate them, and the users will likely find relatable.
Yeah.
Most people have to buy something.
Yeah.
They have. There's no choices. Like, it's the time of year when you. I can't think of any others other than like this, where you are obligated to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Like I can't think of any others. Like birthdays, of course. Yes, you've got people's birthdays and stuff, but that's kind of random.
Halloween with costumes is kind of the same.
Yeah, that's
Baby
true as well.
showers,
But
whatever.
I guess.
But those
are like
housewarming.
Yeah. So I mean, these are the.
But
times
those are like
where
always
Yeah.
flexible for
True.
everybody, right?
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is for like mass
this is,
culture.
people are gonna
And
buy
this
it,
is longer
right?
duration
So,
and everything.
yeah.
I mean,
So,
but
you don't have to do ads. I mean, like you can say forget it. I mean, there's lots of brands that don't.
Yeah.
And they do fine. But they might do promotions, which is different. I think like doing maybe an in-store promotion or doing some sort of like just regular sort of sales is fine. But doing an actual ad campaign during Christmas is something else, maybe.
Yeah, but also it doesn't really have to be about the product itself, right? It doesn't really have to be limited to retail brands or anything, because you can actually convey a message or something like that.
Yeah.
And tap into this occasion and this time of joy.
Yeah, some brands use it as like a branding campaign,
Yeah.
a time to send a heartwarming message or to say, hey, we're here. Actually, before the podcast started, we were talking about like for some brands, this is their Super Bowl ad.
Yeah.
Like, because everybody's sort of the Christmas ad is a thing in itself, and people look forward to them, right? So they're looking for the Marks and Spencer's one, and this other brands, Coca-Cola's, so there's a lot of brands that have sort of a tradition of great ads during Christmas, and people are looking forward to them. You said you were looking forward to Christmas ads.
I don't say I'm looking forward to Christmas ad, but I don't mind. I like the creativity that some brands usually put into their Christmas ads. When even though it can be heavy on product promotional, but it's promotion, but it's still have a message, and they always tap into this kind of emotional buttons in
You see?
during this exactly, in those holiday seasons. I mean, everybody's kind of in a certain mood, right? It's about it's a time for loving, giving, and everything. So they really like leverage that momentum. I think that's smart.
So do you think that emotions are a key ingredient?
I definitely think so.
What kind of emotions? Like heart emotions, or
more like caring? I think like giving something back. It's not necessarily just a gift. I mean, it's the thought behind the gift. Like you're thinking of this person depends on what you give, right? But I mean, I remember seeing I think it's Boots made this ad where she just drags so many items out of her bag, and you know, it's whatever is like a wishing well that she gives out gifts for everyone, but then at the end it cuts to her grandma that's like really old and fragile, and that's something that really resonates with me. Or you can see the heartwarming thing she put into giving her grandma this gift, and it's a very emotional moment, and like I really resonate with that, because when I give gifts, it's not only about, you know, a product. It's something I actually thought about. Like when I see this, I'm like, okay, this is Chris and he needs this. That's how I would like. Sometimes I don't even, that's maybe quirky, but sometimes if I can't find anything that I think resonates with the one I'm giving the gifts to, I will just postpone buying something. And like it will come.
So you tell them no Christmas this year.
No Christmas this year.
For you, I couldn't find anything that was you.
For birthdays or whatever.
I really like this. I know this is not what this episode's about, but I do feel like we talked about, okay, you're obligated to buy something.
Yeah.
And then you kind of, sometimes you get crap because somebody's like feels obligated to buy you something, and then you just end up with like a really nice tie. Wow.
Well, it's nice.
Thanks for the tie. And then you're like, I don't wear ties, but I got this nice tie. And I think that's not the point of Christmas, right? Like, you have to try to think about what does that person want and need, and you know, what's their spirit animal. what can I get them?
Zodiac sign.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what can I get them that's going to fulfill that? And
but I mean, some brands are really good at tapping to that thoughtfulness behind gift giving in this season. So I think that's winning them a lot of points with their customers and the audience.
But do you think like the audience isn't? Have we gone so far that the audience is like, okay, we know you're just trying to sell stuff. Like, thanks for the heartwarming message about giving, but you're a soulless corporation.
Yeah, that's the
Are we
second
at that
thing.
place now?
I mean,
do you really think people are interested of seeing Christmas ads?
I think, yes. To be honest, most people are still interested in seeing Christmas ads. Because
why? How come?
I don't know. I think it just works better. Like, it's always going to be relevant. No matter what you see, you will always have at least one point of relation to the ad, which is Christmas. I personally, however, hate Christmas ads.
Yeah.
Because I know that it's like it's big budget time, and it's it's for many brands, it's the Super Bowl. But I also feel like many brands are just like, hey, I exist, like me. And I'm just like, that's cool, but you know, you could have just donated that like £7 million to like.
I hope
some
some
charity.
brand's gonna use this idea. I mean, lovely.
No, I don't think so. And please don't get me wrong. If you do Christmas ads and if you want to do them with us, of course, that's great.
We'll take your money.
Big budget.
You hypocrite.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of Grinch on this one.
Yeah, I get it.
Do you guys think brands should or will do something different this year in light of COVID, and that we really didn't get to celebrate last year?
I think not because of COVID, but I think what's interesting is because we also work with some companies who are tuned into the supply chain business. What I know is that supply chains have slowed very much drastically, and I think what I can see happening is that the holiday season and like also the commercials therefore are starting way earlier than usual. Is it just me, or do you guys also sense that?
It is.
No, most market analysts have said that. Yeah, it's way earlier this year.
Yeah,
because they want to make sure that they have sold the things that they want to sell, and like, everyone gets their stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, we've just seen so many things taking so much time to get. So I think there's going to be a lot of people disappointed that they're not getting what they want this year.
But that's life.
Even Santa's supply chain's messed up. Like, someone needs to do that ad. Like, so maybe one of our clients, you know,
wink, wink.
That client that we have that is in the supply chain. We could pitch that. That's a good idea, Andy. Write it down. So so I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I think a lot of people are going to be either really happy because they've had to choose different options that maybe aren't about mass-produced goods. That's, I mean, shop local. I think that's an opportunity for local brands to see that like opportunity and say, hey, you can't get that super mass-produced technology piece that everybody's going to get underneath this tree anyway. Why not shop something more local? Why not shop something more interesting, something with some flavor in it? I think that's a way better
Yeah.
option, and I think brands should start that already, like local small indie brands in indie shops. That's their opportunity.
So should indie brands then do Christmas ads?
Of course, I need
All
it.
brands
I
need
need
to
that.
do
I need-
Christmas ads.
But nobody. but the other thing is that like I think smaller brands just maybe not have the same opportunity to do so because maybe they don't have the production quality. They don't have the
You
millions.
don't need that though.
That's
you don't
also
need that
true.
to be relevant.
That's also
I think
true.
That you just need something that like is insightful.
Resonating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That something is like insights about this Christmas or Christmas in general, insights about giving, insights about, those kind of things.
Yeah.
And I think if somebody were to come up with something that is about, don't go buy that big thing because you can't get it anyway. Come here.
Yeah.
Get something unique for those people who are unique in your family. That would resonate with you,
Exactly.
right?
Speaking of unique people, I think it's
I
going
love that
to...
you point at me. Thanks, guys.
That one.
I think it's also going to be like sales is going to continue to increase because I think Gen Z is just about to join the party of spenders at Christmas. And I think given that Gen Z is joining now, I think what's going to be interesting is to see if the nostalgia trend is going to have an impact on Christmas.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be kind of interesting.
Nostalgia trend, yeah. Obviously, I think we've seen a lot of nostalgia, and I think going back to pre-COVID era Christmas
Yeah.
would be, a smart move. But I think that one of the things that brands are not doing is maybe like saying, shop now. Like a lot of men leave shopping to the last minute.
Yeah, I know.
And this is not a year to do it. Guys, my guys out there, do not do this because you are not going to find the gifts that you want to get. Not this year.
Did you purchase your gifts yet?
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
from Amazon. Of course you did. Last year.
I mean, I just write handwritten notes. That's all that everyone gets for
Yeah.
Christmas.
You mean
So your
checks?
wife gets like 10 coupons for
Did
massages.
you mean checks? Yes, checks. Exactly. Never get cash
I accept
in.
those too.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
You should
I will
just-
clean the house.
Yeah, you should just do cutbacks. So now no physical interaction with your children, and then you can release those coupons. That would be much more valuable.
1 minute with daddy.
Oh. Not now. I gotta take a call.
1 minute with daddy. Just 3 of those. That's all they get this year.
Time is precious,
3-minute coupons.
Yeah,
That's it.
you can use that.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. So to recap, brands doesn't necessarily have to do Christmas ads, but they can definitely leverage this occasion and holiday, and you can also just convey a message. But maybe think about what makes your Christmas ad successful is that you can incorporate something insightful. I mean, that's easier said than done sometimes, but it will resonate more with your audience if you actually come up with something insightful. It doesn't have to be high production value, but just something that talks to your audience emotionally or just relevant, communicate locally, and it will definitely be well received with your audience.
I agree. Those are all good points.
Nice. That's what you said. So smart people.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for tuning in. And if you like this episode, please leave please subscribe to our podcast. Leave your thoughts, feedback, likes and dislikes with us, and then tune in for the next
No
one.
dislikes anymore.
Oh yeah,
YouTube's
true.
removing them.
YouTube dislikes
Why
are
did we
out.
not talk about this?
You can still dislike. It just doesn't show the count.
Yeah. But
Just dislike. Just
dislike in the
it.
comments.
I
Just
like to-
write like
Just
this.
write a comment,
Why not?
dislike.
Why not? I just want the dislikes.
Yeah.
I don't want the likes anymore. I want the dislikes.
But anyways, do something.
not?
Do something, and then in the Christmas spirit, and then maybe you'll get a chance. You will get a chance to win a $100 gift card to Amazon, Chris's favorite website. Also, there he is gonna do his Christmas shopping.
Christmas shopping.
Yes.
on
So thank you
Amazon.
for listening, and tune in for the next one.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
This has been the Social Media Sucks Podcast.